Hello, all. Welcome back to Career Growth. Our discussion with Vaishali Gupta continues on media planning and the world of media. Welcome, Vaishali. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks, Swati.
So it's nothing to do most of the time when students come to me, they feel that media means there are less of studies, less acads. But actually, you see, it's not that way. It is more of studies, and it just goes on. It just doesn't stop any
You
time.
definitely cannot say no studies. It's just, what kind of personality. If your profile is to do, you enjoy numbers, and there's a lot of creativity also involved, because when you have to marry interaction and your target audience with that whole number crunching that you've done. So you have to have a creative bent of mind too.
Definitely.
Now that creativity doesn't essentially mean painting and
yeah.
but you should be able to find creative solutions for your brand and so on.
Yeah.
The other thing which I totally missed is negotiation skills.
Oh yes.
So the minute you are on the media buying table, there is huge level of negotiations that are required, and those negotiations, again, communication skills come in big and plenty. You've done all your number crunching in the background. This is how you plan your table from step 1 to step 2, step 3. You actually plan roles. So and so will do this, so and so will be the soft person, so and so will be the hard person, and that's how you arrive at your deal. So negotiation skills is another thing if you are looking at media buying per se.
So must say, watch out, students who are especially planning to be in media. It's more to do with acads and your logic and your creative and the way you have your interpersonal skills. It's not only that it's a glamour-driven industry. A lot of hard work awaits you. But yes, Vaishali, I've also heard that from the media field you have started some new venture of yours. Tell me something more about that.
That has been quite a shift for me. Now I run, I'm in a healthcare space with my startup called Fab Moms.
Interesting. Congratulations to you on that.
Thank you so much, Swati. It's been a year, and a very beautiful 1 year where we really, started making a mark. So what we do is, we started as a dedicated center for expecting and new moms. We've ended up being much more than a center. Now we are a full-fledged service provider for prenatal and postnatal care. So which means the minute a lady plans or thinks of pregnancy, there are so many things that are there apart from what the gynaec will do. So between the gynaec and your mother-in-law or mother, everything that lies is what Fab Moms is trying to do.
Wow.
And in a very medically and scientifically backed way. That is where we take our USP to be. So we don't talk about what is believed, but the guidelines that are being laid down globally by the leaders in this field is what we are trying to follow.
So from media to healthcare, so how is this shift, and what do you bring to the table when you go shift to a healthcare? So has your media background helped you in this?
Absolutely. Now are the days when I actually keep going back to what I learned back in MICA. We learned communications while I did focus on media marketing. But everything, right from deciding a brand name to what colors, logo design, and how am I going to promote, what are going to be my channels, so I know my target audience, it's the young mothers, who are planning pregnancy, but what's the best way to reach them? How do I plan? How will I go about, what are the costings that will be, to reach them? And then how will I execute? So it's all those media elements. But the bigger challenge has been, in my days till I was working, I was more onto traditional media. Now, given the family where I took a sabbatical. Now, during that sabbatical, I actually insisted that I continue to grow and, up my skill set, even though I was not into full-time
Yeah,
job.
a minute on that. Yeah, this is something very interesting, and you need to know this also. Yes, you took a sabbatical, but it was more for upgrading also, taking care of the family as well as taking care of your further growth. So this is one thing which as counselors we do tell, but somewhere people miss it out. So, students, so for the women or the men or the students who say that, I would like to be lifelong out here, or maybe things are not working, sabbatical can be a good choice wherein you could upgrade your skills and then further move on. And this is a very good point, Vaishali, which you have marked on, that yes, you need to upgrade yourself, be it any field. So then you moved on to.
So while I was on sabbatical, I actually kept, that was the time when digital media was booming. So I kept up with the game. And I also started acquiring things pretty randomly. So there was graphic designing that I did. I honed my writing skills. And once I had identified my own setup, all these skills
Yes.
actually came handy. So I did my own copywriting, I designed my own logo, I designed my website. Today I decide that how I have to do the SEO for my website. So this is all media eventually.
Yeah.
That's all. So life has come a full circle, and for a startup, that's the best thing perhaps that I can do things on my own.
That's amazing. That's absolutely so. The homework was done, the foundation was laid, the homework was done, and now the entire thing. Interestingly, most of the times, a lot of these young students who come to me for counseling, they always associate media with glamour, or there'll be less work, and somehow there is a different attraction. The reasons for choosing the field is very different. Most of the times it is glamour. How do you relate to this kind of an opinion or a feeling of the youngsters?
I think if that's the way media attracts, it recruits students to itself. A lovely simile metaphor that I would want to use here is that of an iceberg. So if you see glamour, you see money, you see wow in terms of dressing and lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's only the tip of the iceberg.
All right.
There is a whole lot deeper thing, a lot many more years of hard work, slogging, number crunching, backbreaking work that goes on, and only a handful of them get onto the top to be able to portray that, to have that brush with glamour. And I won't say that it's not doable, it's achievable. A lot of people are doing that, but then it doesn't come so easy. So if you're thinking you'll sign up for media and you'll start rubbing shoulders with the who's who, that's not going to happen overnight. And not just to be able to do that who's who, you have to prove your worth much before that within your office space, within your team. You have to prove yourself worthy for it, that you can be presented in that forum. So no hard work can be can be skipped over to reach that.
Yeah, so it's like no gain without.
Yes, no pain, no gain.
Fine. And it works truly for media. So what would you tell the students who would be keen to join the media world? Your advice to them?
Again, I would stick to media marketing. People who want to take up media marketing, I think they should really my first thing would be go do an internship. Even if you can do a 10-15 day internship, go do it. And today, again, there's so much media fragmentation that's happening. I have come across students, we also have interns who have identified that I want to do only a social media marketing thing, or I want to do only digital media, I want to do only this. Identify that niche, and I think it's really worth it because the speed with which things are changing. Identify your niche and then go after it. But because if you would have just done a global digital media or a digital marketing program and then you enter the world, you will be good for nothing, or you will be at such a loss that you wouldn't know what to do. So my first thing would be, even before you start thinking of signing up for a proper degree or a program, you invest your money, please go and do a 10-day, 1 week, 15-day, if you can really get access to it. Don't say no to any sort of work. They may tell you to just pick up teacups and so, but do that because that will get you an exposure to what's actually the work that people are doing there. And once you're sure, that's when you sign up for that program.
Thanks, Vaishali, for telling us all this to our students, to our channel. Thank you so much. And I hope the insights given by Vaishali will be definitely helpful for you all to take your things ahead. Thank you for watching us. Keep subscribing. All the very best.